friend of mine just recently got into Infinity and bought the Eugene Imperial Services box at our local game store. And I thought this might as well be a good time for me to get back into Infinity. I haven't played since the old N3 days. So I picked up the Operation Sandtrap box thinking, oh, this will be just like when I used to buy Operation Ice Storm and Red Veil. It'll be a good starter point. You'll have two factions so I can pick which one I want to focus on. And you'll have some rules and tokens and everything so that we can, get in and start learning the game. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I ended up going down a rabbit hole. I ended up buying too much miniatures. And you can see all that right there. So when I started playing it Infinity back in the N3 days, I had bought the Operation Ice Storm and the Operation Red Veil boxes. Ice Storm came with PanOceania, and Nomad's Red Veil came with Yujing and Hawk Islam. And I had grown to love PanOceania. I had started with the old PanOceania starter box. I had one on a Twitch stream, and from there I just really enjoyed PanOceania. But now I can see they're kind of, they're like the Space Marines of Infinity. They're basic. They've got all the stuff that you might want to play with, all the basic stuff for you to get used to the game. And they're just that. They are nice and an easy way to get in. Since then, I've wanted to play with more factions. I wanted to try more factions. So, hey, I bought Operation Sandtrap, which came with JSA, which broke off from the old Eugene faction, and PanOceania. Both of these factions also have new sectorials. Sectorials are sort of like sub-factions. The JSA have the Shindenbutai, and the PanOceania have the Kestrel Colonial Forces. Operation Sandtrap included two sets of D20s, one with the PanOceania symbol and one with the new JSA symbol. A set of tokens and templates, terrain and a map, a booklet of lore, the two new forces, Kestrel for PanOceania and the Shindenbutai for JSA. Honestly, they look amazing. The new colonial forces, they have some of the old default PanOceania look. Some of them have power armor, some of them are more in military clothing. But they've also got a more slimmed down look, in my opinion. Like, you don't have bulky units like the Orc. You have slimmer units like the new Griffin or the Black Air. And they look really nice. The more mobile looking units, since they are for the colonial forces going to a new battlefield. The PanOceania units came with 3 Fennec Fusiliers. They are the new version of the Fusiliers for the new frontier. A Griffin with an HMG, Banshee with the light shotgun, Scarecrow with a boarding shotgun, and the Black Air with the multi-sniper rifle. And these are really fun to play with. The new JSA figures came with 3 Senku with combi rifles, a Raiden with a missile launcher, a Jizmarai with a light shotgun, Hatamoto with a Red Fury, a Nokai Zaru with a multi-marksman rifle, but this isn't a full 10-man squad, and usually when you're playing Infinity you want at least 150 points, 10 men on the field, but the basic Operation Sandtrap box only came with 7 units. We're 3 units short for each faction. So of course I had to buy into Beyond Operation Sandtrap to get the more new unit. Beyond Operation Sandtrap only came with 3 units for PanOceania and 3 units for the JSA forces. PanOceania came with the Blink with a heavy rocket launcher, along with a cool deployable, the Wild Parrot, which I believe acts as a EM mine. I haven't used it yet. A Firefly Paramedic with a combi rifle, Karu with a multi-Red Fury, along with the JSA having a Taishin Hacker with a boarding shotgun, a Kiroyami Hacker with a light shotgun, a Shizuoku FTO with a armor-piercing HMG. This is when I really went down the rabbit hole, when I really should have stopped. I should have painted what I had already and decided, okay, do I want to save JSA or do I want to save PanOceania? Instead, I saw on the Corvus Belly site that they had several expansion boxes for Kestrel and for the Shindenbutai, and I was just like, I had to get those. I really needed them so I can have all the new units so I can try out everything. So I ended up getting the PanOceania Kestrel Alpha box, which includes a Firefly with a submachine gun, Firefly with a heavy rocket launcher, and a Scarecrow Hacker with a submachine gun. The PanOceania Kestrel Beta box came with a Magistrate with a heavy pistol and a stun pistol, a Jackal with a submachine gun, and a Jackal with a light rocket launcher. The PanOceania Kestrel Gamma box with the Black Air Hacker with submachine gun, a Griffin with a Führer box, a Magistrate with a multi-marksman rifle. Yeah, a lot of this is more heavy firepower, more bullets flying across the battlefield, more rockets hitting, and a smidge of being able to hack my opponents and maybe slow them down as they progress across the field. Along with the 3 expansion boxes and Operation Sandtrap, my current PanOceania forces now had 3 Fennec Fusiliers, 2 Griffins, a Banshee, 2 Scarecrows, 2 Black Airs, a Blink with a Wild Parrot, 3 Fireflies, a Hetkari, 2 Magistrates, and 2 Jackals for a total of 19 units with a range of light, medium, and heavy-hitting weapons. And along with that, I'm really getting into the I might have bought too much. The JSA Shindenbutai Alpha box came with a Jizmarai with light shotgun, a Jizmarai with submachine gun, a Metsuki with nanopulsar. The JSA Shindenbutai Beta box came with a Kojin Killer with a heavy flamethrower, Kojin Killer with a close combat weapon, and a Yamabushi Paramedic with tactical bow. This is actually the first mercenary that I have that can both be used for the Kestrel forces and for the Shindenbutai forces. The Gamma box came with a Kuriyami Ninja with a multi-marksman rifle, a Nokizaru with a submachine gun, a Hatamoto with a plasma carbine, which I'm really excited to try out the plasma carbine. From what I understand, it's got like a burst 2 with saving roll of 3 or something like that. Or it might be burst 2 and you have to do it both on armor and BTS. I don't know, but it sounds fun. And the Delta box comes with a Tanuki with a heavy machine gun, Tanuki Paramedic with a boarding shotgun, and a Shirayuki with a multi-rifle. And this one's actually a special character. I didn't know it, but apparently the listing says it's a special character. I will have to look into that more later as I get around to painting these figures. These 4 expansion boxes brings my current JSA forces to 3 Senku, a Raiden, 3 Jizmarais, 2 Hatamotos, 2 Nokizarus, a Taishin, 2 Kuriyamis, a Shizuku, a Metsuki, 2 Korijins, a Yamabushi, 2 Tanukis, and a Shirayuki, for a total of 22 JSA units that I can be able to add to my lists and just have some fun with. A lot of these have really amazing close combat skills. They have an amazing range of light and medium weapons, a little bit of long-range weapons with I believe the bow, the sniper rifles, and the plasma carbine, along with a rocket launcher. I believe only 1 rocket launcher though for the JSA. And of course, I can't forget the Yamabushi, which I can use in both my JSA and my PanOceania. I also got a few things while ordering off of the Corvus Belli site that I really shouldn't have gotten. I had purchased a cutter tag for my PanOceania, which I later found out that the Kestrel forces cannot use the cutter tag. The Kestrel forces use a different tag. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. I also bought at my local game store a Joan d'Arc 2.0 figure in the mobility armor, which I can't use with my Kestrel forces. She's for the military order, or I can just run regular PanOceania, and I'd lose a few other Kestrel units if I really want to use her, along with drone bots. And honestly, I love the drone bots. Like, I've got a drone bot right here, and it is adorable. It's so tiny. It's so cute. It's got a little missile launcher. These things are fun. So I am getting back into Infinity, and I'm getting back into Infinity hard. I am jumping straight in with a lot of figures. I'm jumping straight in with PanOceania and JSA. Playing against my friend, I'm doing a lot of annoying tactics with the PanOceania currently, with rocket launchers, Panzerfausts, and light missile launchers. For example, the Jackal has a keyword called booty, which you can roll on the booty chart. And one of the options on the booty chart is a Panzerfaust. So if you're running a Jackal, this little one right here. So if you're running a Jackal with a Panzerfaust, which is a disposable 2 weapon, you end up getting another Panzerfaust, which is a disposable 2 weapon. So in short, since you can use multiple order tokens per unit, I can, for my first short order, shoot a Panzerfaust. For my second short order, shoot with a Panzerfaust. For my second order, first short order, Panzerfaust. And for my fourth shot, Panzerfaust. So if you really want to kill something, Panzerfaust. Or just use any of your other units with rocket launchers or missile launchers that uses a blast template and just bomb the area. Just continuous damage to that one zone. Like that is really fun. Or for me, that's really fun. Along with having the Scarecrow, which if I remember correctly, it can deploy anywhere on my side in hidden deployment. And also, I believe the Blink also having hidden deployment. So I can have 2 units deployed, but not on the field currently. So I can have some of my weaker units, like just running Fennec Fusiliers forward, and then bringing in the Scarecrow mid-game when I'm losing units, closer to where my opponents are, where if I deployed my Scarecrow in the middle of the field, hidden deployment, my opponent is running it down middle field, they get past middle field, I can put the Scarecrow in after my turn, hidden deployment, do a surprise attack. Like, that's really fun. That's really tactical of it. I haven't really looked at all the JSA forces lists yet. I haven't looked at all their stats yet. But I do remember some of the forces back when I played at N3 from the Yujing. A lot of the units that acted as samurais or ninjas had some sort of stealth, camouflage, or other ninja, I guess, like abilities. And I believe that the JSA units, especially like the Jizmarais and other units with swords, they have really high close combat skills, so obviously you want to do more close combat. Because rolling in Infinity isn't rolling higher, you're rolling lower, so if your close combat skill is a high number, it's more likely you're going to deal damage, and more likely you're going to kill. So yeah, this is my video of me rambling about my haul, me buying too much freaking Infinity stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that while ordering all this, which if any of you've done the math for this is I want to say around $600, $900. Don't tell me. I don't want to know how much I spent. I've already paid it off. Since I had ordered this in 3 different sets, I ordered Operation Sandtrap and Beyond Operation Sandtrap. And while I was waiting for that to come in, I ordered the PanOceania expansion packs. Then the PanOceania expansion packs got held up in customs, both in Paris and the US. I had ordered the JSA expansion packs. I had gotten 3 really cool metal coins, which I'll pop up on screen right now. I'd gotten 3 really cool metal coins from Corvus Belli for my orders, and those were really nice. That was a really nice feature. And if it wasn't for the current customs, new customs, import duties, and tariffs that are in place right now, I would obviously order more stuff through Corvus Belli. It's really nice supporting the company that made the game and supporting them. Like, sure, Infinity is one of the more expensive games, but it's really nice supporting the company directly. Thank you all for watching. I've been putting off this video for a little while. I've been having a lot of issues with my hardware. If you've watched my streams lately, you'll probably have noticed I don't have a face cam on, or sometimes if I'm painting miniatures or working on projects on stream with my desk cam, which is right here, the image quality might be flickering slightly. I don't know if it's a faulty USB cable or if it's because my computer's motherboard's finally dying. So hopefully over the next month or 2, I'll get my equipment upgraded, I'll get stuff fixed, and I'll be able to bring out more content to you all. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you like this type of content, tell me. And I'll probably do another video. I mean, I've got 2-3 other games I want to ramble about the fact that I've bought in too much for it. Blood Bowl, for example, especially with the fact that Blood Bowl Season 3 is coming out. So I might time that video where I talk about my Blood Bowl collection with when the Season 3 box drops. If I get it, there's no guarantee I'll buy on the day it comes out, but we'll see. Along with, I still need to make a video about Blackout. I made shorts about Blackout, but I never made a video about Blackout. So I need to make a video about Blackout. And also, I really need to make a video about my Battletech collection, which that is one of my largest by miniature count collections I currently have right now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day. Keep making cool stuff and keep gaming. Bye.